Welcome, everyone. This is VR Jungle, a Havoc podcast. This week, I am going over a fun game called Revomon, and as you all know, I am Matt Geraltz, or as best known, Geraltzy. So before we get started talking about Revomon, which is by far a very interesting game, it's hard to explain it without really saying it's so much like any game, but if you know Pokemon, Digimon, just so I don't completely put it all towards one unique type of genre. But it's almost like those. You're definitely going out, catching characters, battling them, evolving them, all of that fun stuff there. So as you all know, usually I have a lovely agenda up top here. And before I really dive into things, I do like to just say, if you have any chance, go check out all of what VR Sports Havoc has in store. We have our main website, our Discord, and we have all of our social medias. And down below, we also have where this will be streaming. Not streaming, it'll be the audio podcast as well, but this also goes on to YouTube if you happen to miss this live. So from there, I'd like to also go over someone who I'm affiliated with, which is One Shot Fuel. I use these people all the time to get quick energy, especially in the VR world. Sometimes I get off work and I get really tired. I go to these people. Out of all of the type of products that I've seen so far that handle gaming energy, I've looked at the back of their label and I really like what they put in their product, and that's why I kind of tell people about it. I believe right now they are doing a 55% discount, which is pretty big. So if you ever want to try it, this is the time to try it. But if that's not going on, then you can always put in Geraltzy at checkout for a discount as well. So since this is almost all about me getting games from SideQuest, and if you're new to watching this, then I'll go ahead and explain again. Tuesday, I take a game from SideQuest since I use an Oculus Quest 2. I get a game that's kind of new that needs maybe more attention. I wish I could do more, but I just one a week, and then I do the podcast that I'm doing right now. So I just wanted to pull up this page, which I'll probably pull up page every single week I do this, just for people that are new to the channel or are watching this that haven't seen my past videos. This is sidequest.com, and what I have pulled up right now is the /download, and this basically explains, if you've never used SideQuest, how to get it. They have lovely YouTube videos, step by step how to get it. I know that if you're using an Android phone, you can actually get the app and you can pull it into your Oculus, but they don't have anything for that for iOS. So I think my best option though is if you have a computer, just go ahead and use your computer. I just use a cable, link in, and it's going right into your headset. And it is kind of in a weird spot. It won't pop up normally like a normal Quest game, so I believe they will also have that in the instructions. But for new people, as you can see, all these games, for the most part, are all free. I don't think I've seen one yet that really you have to purchase, unless they're just like, hey, we really need help on this. Here is kind of a side thing that if you want to help support us. So we're going to type in the game that we're doing this week, which is Revomon. And if you just go here into the search, type in Revomon, it'll pop up. And here's everything that SideQuest has to give to you. Even right here, you see that's installed a headset. You click that, you download it, and you get playing. And I have everything pushed to the side here so we don't have any problems loading. And so it's kind of interesting with this game. The views are or their websites. They have all over here what's going on with their versions. As you can see right now, it entered versions, so it's getting pretty close to coming out, which is really great. And then so far, you can see the reviews are doing pretty well for themselves. And obviously, you will see bad ones just because some people might not understand how to download a game, or they don't like the locomotives. Something interesting like that will always throw someone off. So we're going to leave here. But before I go into this, I want to say that the weirdest thing about this game, or my opinion on the game, is I really enjoyed it. It was a very fun game, very fascinating game. And the thing that really threw me off the most is that this game is backed behind blockchain. And if any of you guys don't know what that is, it's just basically it's running through a cryptocurrency. Excuse me. And so as you're finding these characters in the world, or finding like shiny Revomon, or buying potions, or the orbs that you can get, all of these can be transferred into RevoCoin, which I don't know if it's called RevoCoin or they're just calling it Revo. But also, every character that you have, you can also own it as yourself, and they're called NFTs. And it's really, if you really don't know what blockchain is or cryptocurrency even is, there's still people to this day that don't even know really what cryptocurrency exactly is. And I've dove into it a little bit, especially when Bitcoin was on its rise, definitely. And then you got Ethereum, you have all these other ones. You even have the fun one that you might have heard about, which was Dogecoin. Like that got huge just because it was just a meme coin, which is very interesting that a lot of people are buying these coins just because of popularity. But with certain NFTs or Revo, they have a certain set market price that you can only purchase so much. And it's almost like Bitcoin. Like eventually you can only buy so much of Bitcoin before it completely caps out. And I can go quite a bit into the cryptocurrency stuff, but I definitely, before you play this game, and it says, connecting a wallet, you don't really have to connect your crypto wallet right away if you really feel uncomfortable with it. And what really throws me off with this is I don't see this game being played by younger characters in the aspect of the way they're wanting it with the crypto world, because I think that, in my opinion, you have to be 18 years or older to kind of dabble in the way how crypto money goes, transferring all that fun stuff. So as we go through this, I do have a video that will explain an NFT. It's like 2 minutes, just kind of informal type of stuff to like, hey, this is an NFT, because I really didn't understand what an NFT was until I was like, what's going on with this? Like, I guess, like, if I catch a Revomon, you can tailor it to be specifically your ownership. Crazy stuff. So let's go to their website now. Actually, no, I want to show this trailer before I go to their website. So I think I just pushed it in the wrong spot. So let's go here and let's watch their trailer. Alrighty. And I don't think their trailer had sound. Last time I played it, I don't think it had sound. But here you go. This is kind of the first little area you go into. It shows you like a little bit of some of the characters they got in here. Those 3 right there stacked are the ones that they're called starters. And so that's all they had so far that I found for their trailer, and that was what the video was for their beginning. But this is beta. They'll probably come out with something a little better. So here's their website, and I'm not going to really dive too much into their website just because I have other things pulled out that really explain what the game is. But I will kind of slide down just because definitely check out their website. Check out what they have to offer. It shows you basically what the game is, how the blockchain works with it, and they give you some graphs and charts. And like if you go to the white paper here, they give you more of the charts and the specs of if you really want to dive into exactly what you're getting yourself into. They show you the starters right here, and I'll go over their Revo decks as we go on as well. And so here's the team. I always like to, if they give a little team page, I like to leave it right here for a second, like I do before. I'm not going to name all of them. Luckily, they only have first names, but if there's last names, sometimes, man, I'm not gonna butcher people's name. But there you go. There's their team right now. And then right here is this light paper, which I found very informal. And that's what I'm going to be going over today, is that light form. Basically, what the game is, and then what their whole entire goal of this. So here's Revomon. In short, a collectible monster game in virtual reality based on blockchain tech. Targeting crypto users and VR users. A game that will be sold on VR stores, Oculus, Steam. Multiple features: ownership, play to earn, governance, staking, and farming. So then it kind of goes into what that exactly means and gives a description for each one of them. So ownership, we believe in future where players truly own what they collect. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to the NFTs, is you can actually purchase this to have your own full ownership of the Revomon. Play to earn, your entertainment becomes a source of income. Governance, we believe in a game built and led by its community. Staking, stake Revo, which is the coin, if they prefer to be called a coin or crypto, whatever they want to be called, to provide liquidity and get a nice APV. Gamers spend hours trying to obtain an epic item with a great value in the game, but once they stop playing, these in-game treasures sit and collect dust. Your virtual items worth money, sell them on a decentralized marketplace. And so that's why, like, if you just want to play the game, like I said, you can just log right in and play it. You don't have to dive straight into the cryptocurrency right away. I think when they first started this, they tried to push it, but I think if they want younger people to come in and play this, they might have to specialize certain aspects of the game that are marketed towards what their goal is for people that actually understand it and are responsible enough to understand it, compared to the younger crowd that, you know, if I was a 14-year-old that really enjoyed games like this, I would want to play it, but I don't know if, like, at that time in my life, my parents were like, there's crypto going on, like, we don't really know what that is. Like, it could stop people from wanting to play the game, really. Or getting kids, like, parents won't let them play it. So, gameplay. Play your hero throughout an FPS VR game and discover the environment by interacting with real gestures. Customize your character, build your team, evolve your Revomon, progress in open world, catch up to 151 monsters, discover quests, defy challenges, PvP, and clans in-game marketplace. And then as you can see here, collect NFTs, sell, obtain C, receive ETH, which is Ethereum if you didn't know what that was, stake and farm Revo. And even though it says Revo, their actual coin is Revomon. They just Revo for short. Like if you know anything about stock markets, they always abbreviate to it. And then trade on the exchanges. And you can also then take that currency that is crypto and then also push it back into USD if you really choose to do so. And then I'll read this last thing, which is token utility, play to earn, in-game achievements and events, governance, a community-driven model, DAC, marketplace, payment or Revomon marketplace, staking, farming, reward the community. And before I really get out of this, the one thing that really confused me is that you can actually see the in-game marketplace. And so I'm really interested to see if they'll let you buy Revo in there eventually, because so far the only way to get Revo is buying, like, I'm going to try and say this as less difficult as I possibly can, because you have to buy a bigger blockchain before you can go, a bigger crypto before you can kind of go down the chain and get to an actual trading post where you can buy cryptocurrency. So I think the most of this is powered by Ethereum. So you'd buy Ethereum and then buy another coin, and then you'd have to take it to a world open crypto page, which gets pretty high tech at that point, and then you can finally purchase Revo. So I wonder if they're going to simplify it and then add it to the game, which be really interested to see how they're going to do that, because the people would originally would have to buy Ethereum in the way that I think this is happening. So from here, I want to show the Revo decks, which seeing these characters in the open world is pretty interesting. And if you go to their website, there's a thing over to the right that says app. That's where you can log in. I don't have anything logged in because I did go ahead and connect a wallet just to see what this, like, really dive deep into like what it's about, to really learn how this is working. So you can see this marketplace NFT. You can pay, or you have to say, I'm going to pay 10 Revo to then make it mint, which makes it pretty much your property at that point, which I think that they need more explaining to that, or maybe someone really dives into what Revomon is. I think that'd be a great YouTube channel for someone that really understands crypto. So I'm just going to go down this list of their Revomon. So these right here, this grass, fire, water are their starters. Here are their evolutions, and then these are the ones that you can find out in the open world here. So far, I don't think all of them are out there. I've only seen a few. Actually, all of these on the page are out there. I don't think they have all 151 in the Revo decks yet. So I don't think these are the ones I've seen, because I know for a fact I haven't seen like these. I think they're just out there. And the cool thing about this is you can also find shinies as well, and then they sparkle out in the environment, and you can pick them up and find them. So I wanted to show that Revo Dex, and so before I showed you my gameplay of this, I do have just a fun, informative video that kind of explained what an NFT is. So let's go here. I found someone on YouTube, and let's go ahead and pop this up and have you watch it. It is just nice little informative video.
So I'm going to describe what an NFT is in the most basic terms I can. NFT stands for non-fungible token. Fungible means something is able to be exchanged or substituted and will hold the same value. It's interchangeable, like the dollar, gold, casino chips, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or frequent flyer loyalty points. If I lend you $10 cash and you return to me 2 $5 banknotes, I'm fine with that because even though they are different, they hold the same total value. They're fungible. So non-fungible obviously means it's an asset that can't be substituted. It has unique attributes that make it different from something else in the same asset class, like a painting, a theatre ticket, a house, a video game skin, a trademark, or a CryptoKitty, which was the first real use case to take off on the Ethereum blockchain in 2017. Some of these assets are physical and tangible, and others are digital and intangible. So NFTs are non-fungible tokens. Token refers to a digital certificate stored on a secure distributed database called a blockchain. So NFTs are digital assets, publicly verifiable intellectual property authenticated on a blockchain. A popular place to currently browse a variety of NFTs is on OpenSea.io. It's an exciting space. I believe the NFT space will continue to grow in the coming years, with some popular use cases being digital art, virtual land, gaming, collectibles, finance, and much more.
Just because even when I first started this, I really didn't understand what an NFT was, and I guess the most popular NFT game as of right now is called Blanco's Chain Party. Hold on, I just had to pull it. It's called Blanco's Block Party, and basically it's becoming popular because these people can actually play the game, unlock rare items, put it on their Blanco, and then sell it. But they also become NFTs, which makes it their own property. Well, it's kind of weird how these NFTs are working, because even though you're making it your property in a sense, right, with these NFTs, there's some type of legality that gets kind of confusing, because technically the people that create the game still have ownership of what they created. And so there's kind of a weird gray market area that is definitely in the future it's going to be, but right now it's definitely needs, in my opinion, some more growth before people really start feeling comfortable with games like this, which it will be the future. As you see, there's NFTs going around quite a bit, even NFTs that say if you make something on like Adobe Pro and then you put that image out there, you can make that an NFT, which could be sold in the crypto world. Very interesting stuff. So here's the gameplay now. So before I get into this, I got really lucky. I started playing the game, and I met somebody, told him what I was doing. He was super nice. He even taught me how to catch a Revomon, and he ended up giving me some pretty high-level stuff to get fully to the farthest point you can get in the game right now. So here is me pretty much getting my first Revomon, which is the starters here. And so you can see here, there's 3 of them right here, and then we are saving this person being attacked right now.
That this one is the coolest. But I'm always
so I'm basically saying that there's someone that recommended the grass type just because its full form is actually pretty interesting looking. And the one I picked was fire just because I feel like I always pick fire for most of the things that I get in.
Oh, it looks like it's
but it's also a fire turtle, which is pretty interesting.
Let me help you. All right, yeah, sure.
So from right here, you can see that the game is very colorful, very... I really enjoyed how vibrant it was. And right there is one of the Revomon that I'm getting ready to verse. And so we have this utensil, a slingshot.
Yeet!
And we shoot it, and then once you hit it, it allows you to pull up this menu, which allows you to either run, but I don't think you can run when you're doing battle like this, but you click the moves, and then obviously since it's only level 5, it only has 2 moves, scratch and growl. So there's the health bars down there. I didn't know that at first. I was looking for a health bar up there, because most VR games have health bar above the head. So that was me defeating my very first Revomon, getting my first Revomon, and he was my little buddy ever since. And so I took that Revomon and I played for a little bit, and let me just say, if I didn't get those extra Revomon from that really nice person, right, I would not have been able to show you as much gameplay as I get to show you now, because so the way it seemed is that you have level 1 to 4, maybe 5 in the first area. You get to the next town, it jumps up from like 18 to 25 like range, like super high, and then it goes even higher in the third area. And so it takes you a while to get to each step just to be able to battle things. And so this first area, I took my Revomon from level 5 to level 16 till it evolved. But even then, that wouldn't have been strong enough to even get me close to the third region. So here's me battling my very last one right before it evolved. And I'll show you the evolving right here. And you can even stop it if you choose just to keep it powerful at the first form.
Awesome.
So it's really cool seeing it as you can goes up in the sky, and the second evolution of this Revomon is awesome. And it kind of stinks because, in my opinion, I don't really like the third, because it goes from this cool looking turtle to this like huge lava dude, and I don't know, it just seems a little bulky, but I think if I see it in my category. So from there, this is me meeting this person. I do want to give him a shout out, and this is him trading me, well, pretty much giving me these high level Revomon for me to even give you the content that I'm giving you right now. So here's the Revo Dex, and you can see that he gave it to me. I'm going to turn this up.
Be able to get to the third area and see everything.
I'll back up on this because I want you to hear what he's saying.
Yeah, so they should all be some pretty high levels. You should be able to get to the third area and see everything. That way you can, you can actually get all that for your little podcast today.
Appreciate that.
Just wanted to help you out.
I'll give you a little shout out.
So let me see if I can pause out on his name. I'm also going to go find his YouTube. So there it is. It's MorfranVR. So definitely go look at him. He might probably have some Revomon stuff out there in the world coming up, because he also had a shiny. He taught me how to catch a Revomon. Awesome dude to meet someone like this. And so far, just like going on to that topic, for the most part, what I saw in the Revomon, just going out there, everyone was pretty friendly. The community seems really nice, and I really enjoy it. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm having a great night. Yeah, I had a great night with this, and I'm having a great night with last night as well playing the game. And I sat there just to try and get my Revomon to 16 to evolve it. I think just to get it from 5 to 16, it took me 45 minutes to get there. And so I just trying to get to that third town area, it would have probably taken me easily 3 to 4 hours just trying to constantly level up and everything. So here's me catching my very first one, and I didn't catch a first one until I got to the very last area, because I think he ended up giving me all of those, and I finally was like, oh, I can catch it. So you do the same thing. You take out your slingshot, and you shoot it. And then it catches it, and it's just these little orbs. They have 3 different orbs. I think, just for a reference, it's like a Pokeball, Great Ball, and an Ultra Ball for right now. And so there you go, I caught it. Just like any other game, you have to weaken it, and then you just try your chance to catch it. And I just caught one at that point in time just because I was trying to get through all the levels. And so as I played for about 2 hours. And this is the last thing I wanted to show you before I ended everything. Is a complete walkthrough of everything, and I felt like that'd be a cool thing to show everybody.
All right, let's go. Walk through. Boom.
So I just wanted to show you the entirety of what they have out there. Now take for granted that this is just beta right now. So there's more to come. I know people said there's going to be gym leaders. There's going to be challenges that you can go, and obviously so you can earn their Revo coin and how they plan on expanding into that crypto world idea. So here's the Route 1. You face 2 people here. And then you go to this island. Which is kind of interesting that you have to load into every single area. So I wonder if they're going to eventually try and make it to where they get bigger in some parts, or there's going to be caves. Like, I'm very interested on finding out. Like, this will definitely be a game that I would probably pick a day out and just try and play it. Especially when seeing someone that has a shiny. I think at the very end of this, I actually run into somebody that actually caught a shiny Revomon. And so I'm just showing you the 3 areas that they have. And the one thing that I was kind of disappointed is that you go into these places, and if you can battle them in the towns, but this town doesn't have a place to heal your Revomon, which was kind of an issue, because then you have to go all the way back, and that was a cool Revomon, but still to this day, that glowing thing right there, I never found out what that was. I still, to this day, I think I need to get on and have someone explain it to me, because I was pretty confused. So now we're on our way to the 3rd and last area for right now. And I know that they're working hard on this, and I hope that what I've earned so far, I don't lose, even though it's beta, because a lot of times when they actually turn the game officially on to the full public that doesn't play the beta, when it goes to the Oculus Store or Steam, they tend to wipe out everything. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant on really diving too much into catching everything or putting a lot of hours in this. And so here's the last little area. They're pretty much all the same, and it's a little dark because this game actually has a night and day, which I really thought was awesome. You get to see the stars, and there's different Revomon you can catch, likely of a rarer one dropping at a certain time of the day as well. And so here's the last shop, and this one actually has a shop and a person to heal from. And so they're pretty cool. Really enjoyed this whole entire experience that I had. And as I walk out this door is what a shiny Revomon would look like. Is right there. And so you can see that it's shining and everything. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen that one at all.
Socialist, I guess.
And it's pretty cool.
If this ever hits say
So there you have it. That was the walkthrough. And gonna have some last little remarks on that. Let me go ahead and just go back to their website as I do some finishing talk. So, oh geez, sorry. So, from my experience, definitely enjoyed it. I will definitely play it again. I might play more of the beta as they add more stuff. But as it seems now, with the beta, if you want to go into her next region, I'm going to have to even just put it a couple hours in to get some of my Revomon up in power level. The one thing that I can say that I really didn't like is, which they most likely will add more to this game as it gets to the closer stages of being finished, is having kind of those NPCs in the game, the non-playable characters that just kind of help you out figuring out what to do. Like, I know that the very first one said, hey, I can hear something outside, you should go check it out. And then you're like, oh, that's probably a cue that I need to go save that person, which entails that you will get your first Revomon. But then from there, it's kind of like, here it is, like, figure it out. And so the only thing you learned from that instance was how to fight it, how to use your moves, and that was it. Didn't really show you anything about what the menus were about, what the Revo Dex was about, and I think the biggest one that it took me the longest until I finally met somebody was how to catch one, and then how to trade it and how to battle it. I actually did find a way to battle someone. He did beat me. I felt very, very bad about that because I didn't want to lose, but he beat me. So, all in all, great experience. That was the only downfall that I've had, was the ability to know what I'm doing in the game, or some sort of an objective. And I think it's just so new, like with not having trainers or anything like that. I do think that they need to add in those little route areas Revomon that allowed the progression of leveling easier, because you only got this first region and then the second region, and they're so different in leveling. There's no middle part that it kind of is kind of a pain just to even get to that area. So luckily, like I said, I met that nice person that really advanced me into this. So pretty much gonna end it on that. I really hope you guys and women all enjoyed this. This is VR Jungle, a Havoc podcast. I am going to be doing one again on Sunday, but not the side quest one. This is an actual where I bring someone in and talk to them. This week, I believe I will be having Haskell on. If any of you guys know who she is a big part of the VR community. And if you're in any Discord that has like some sort of competitive play, or just like some type of community-driven aspect to it, she's most likely the moderator of it, which is very fascinating. So I've been wanting to have her on. She was busy, and I think I finally got a weekend that she can come on. So be ready for that one. If you guys don't mind, go ahead and give all of my social medias, follow, like, however you guys want to do it. Give this video a like, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And I will see you all on Sunday, and then following with Tuesday with a live stream. And I stream always at Geralty on Twitch as well. Have a good one. See you later.